Hello and welcome to my Valentine's Day special video. A tournament of the 8 real life couples that I know of that are in WWE 2K24. And not many of them have an entrance because not many of them have actually been an on-screen team. But this is one of the more famous couples and one of the more famous entrances. So yeah, we'll be doing the matches without entrances for the most part. Maybe the final will include the entrances. You'll have to wait and see. I don't even know yet. But yeah. So basically, there's 8 teams. There's going to be a single elimination tournament. Four randomly drawn first round matches. And then the winners go into a randomly drawn pair of semi-finals, and then the 2 winners of those semi-finals go into the final to decide who's the best real-life couple on this game. So, let's get into it, shall we? Alright, the first round match. Wow, star-studded. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon against Michelle McCool and The Undertaker. And as is traditional in the mixed gender tag matches on this game, the women start out in the ring and Stephanie gets a back elbow in on Michelle McCool, but they are going at it. Going back and forth. 2 former women's champions, of course, with husbands on the apron whose accolades do not need reeling off, really. I think everyone knows how accomplished Triple H and The Undertaker are in WWE history. But Stephanie McMahon making a good showing here at the moment. Really taking the fight to Michelle McCool. Scoops up. Nope. McCool behind and reverse DDT. Nice counter by Michelle McCool. One half of Laycool, of course, at one point. Oh. Stephanie reverses the whip and then monkey flips Michelle McCool out of the corner before Undertaker can tag himself in. Going for the first pinfall attempt of the match. Just a 1 count. Now, McCool using the ropes to climb up. Oh, Stephanie ran in for the clothesline, but McCool countered and threw Stephanie over the top rope. Big rights by Michelle McCool. Kick to the midsection and a clubbing blow to the back of Stephanie. And now she's going to take the fight back into... No, she's not. I thought she was going to slide Stephanie in, but no, she bounces her head off the apron instead. And McMahon did not appreciate that, but McCool doesn't really care what you appreciate. And taking the fight back to Stephanie, using the barricade to her advantage. Kick to the back of the knee. And now is she going to try and get the count-out victory? This could be a real short first round match. Referee's count is up to 8. Stephanie's still down. 9. Referee's trying to encourage Stephanie to get back into the ring, but he's got to count 10. And he got her. Well, I mean, he didn't get her. He didn't win anything. But Michelle McCool got her. Wow. Okay. Easy first win for McCool and Undertaker. Next match. So this second first round match is between 2 couples who do have tag team entrances on this game. I elected to use the Miz and Maryse's as the introduction to this video. I mean, Scarlett and Carrion's is undoubtedly a cooler entrance, but I just feel like Miz and Maryse are a more synonymous couple with WWE. Both been around a lot longer within WWE than Scarlett and Karrion Kross. But look at this. Look at this. Scarlett really taking the fight to Maryse here. And of course, there's been a lot of recent interaction in real life between Miz and Karrion Kross. Of course, not so much anymore now that Miz has been moved to SmackDown. But yeah, Miz's last Raw storyline before the move was involving Karrion Kross manipulating him. Well, Miz seems to be threatening to attack Scarlett, which would be a disqualification. And also, I don't think would be wise considering Karrion Kross is her husband. But look at Maryse really taking the fight to Scarlett on the outside here. There's nothing Miz can contribute, but there's also nothing really Karrion Kross can do about this except maybe going fighting the Miz. We've already had 1 count out of 1 match in this tournament. I'd prefer that the entire tournament isn't just count outs. But what can you do, eh? Maryse took down Scarlett and now she's got back in the ring. Is she going for the count out? Oh, she's trying to get to Scarlett, and the referee's holding back Maurice, saying, let the count out happen. And I think that delay might have aided Scarlett, actually. And she takes down Maurice as she gets back into the ring. And now goes for a pin. 1. And Maurice kicks out at 1. Maurice, of course, former Divas champion. The Miz, 2-time WWE Grand Slam champion. Main evented WrestleMania 27. Karrion Kross, former NXT champion. Scarlett's been mostly a manager for Karrion Kross during her time in WWE and NXT, but she's got a few matches under her belt, and she's more than competent, more than capable in the ring, as her history before coming to WWE has shown. But she tags out, having taken down Maurice. She tags out, and now the men enter the match for the first time in this video. That last first round match didn't even feature the men going at it. We were deprived of Triple H versus The Undertaker. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, Karrion Kross really taking the fight to the Miz here. Going for the cross arm breaker. Get it? Cross arm breaker. Oh, but look at those punches to the face from the Miz. That's how you get out of it. Just punch him in the mush. But Karrion Kross keeping the offense going here. Really taking the fight to Miz. Snap suplex. And now just stomping away at the Awesome One. And now he's going to... I think he just tagged Scarlett's FOD. She didn't have her hand up at all. But the women are in regardless. And going at it once again. Is Karrion Kross going after the Miz on the outside? It looks like he is. Yeah, he is. He's stomping away out there on the Miz. Meanwhile, Maurice has taken the upper hand against Scarlett in the ring. Oh, very nice combination of moves there. Oh, now Miz fighting back on the outside. Nope, Karrion Kross staying in control out there. What's Maurice got in mind here, though? A camel clutch. Will Scarlett submit? Oh, she's got up onto her knees, which alleviates some of the pressure. Now she's up to her feet. Oh, nice counter by Scarlett. It sounds like Karrion Kross and Miz are still going at it, but we can't really see what they're doing out there. But that's fine. We'll focus on what's happening in the ring, because that's the only place that someone can... Excuse me, that's the only place that someone can win this match. Or at least they're the only two people that can currently be involved in winning the match. Oh, Miz has returned to his corner. We've just seen him go past the camera. And Maurice was setting up for a DDT there, it looked like, but Scarlett fights out of it. Takes Maurice into the corner now, the neutral corner. And then heads over and tags in her husband. And of course, Maurice's husband, The Miz, also has to come in. Neckbreaker by Miz. Trying to get some semblance of revenge. Oh, Kross dodges the big boot though. Takes Miz into that neutral corner once again. Oh, back elbow by Miz. It's been a very back and forth match so far. Neckbreaker. It's already gone on longer than the first match, I believe. With that quick count out. And the women are back in. Oh, and a spear by Scarlett. Welcome to the ring, Maurice. And now Miz is in. Wait, Miz, don't do it. Oh, I thought Miz was going to jump off and land on Scarlett then. That would have been an instant disqualification. But fortunately, after Miz realised he couldn't do anything, Maurice did manage to kick out. Now look at this move by Scarlett. Oh, kind of like a dead eye. 1, 2. Ooh, kick out by Maurice. As I mentioned before, earlier in the match, Maurice, former Divas champion, certainly can hold her own in there. We've got a tag team wrestling chant as the men come in. And Karrion Kross getting a bit carried away there, showing off for the crowd. And Miz hit a very nice Hurricane Rana, which isn't part of his usual wheelhouse, I wouldn't say. But it's paid off for him this time. And Karrion Kross rolls to the outside for a little bit of a breather. But Miz, having none of it, follows him out. Oh, but he baited him. He baited him. Karrion Kross now, look at this, in control on the outside. No! Miz with elbows to the face, escapes the fireman's carry. Oh, and sends Kross into the ringside barricade, and then an elbow drop to the lower back. And stomps on the upper back. Trying to take away that core, that base that makes Karrion Kross so strong. Uh-oh. Miz going for those it kicks. On the outside. Oh, and a kick to the head of Karrion Kross. And now the referee's count is up to 8. Are we going to get another count out? Is Miz? Is Miz going to get the count out? No, he tags in Maurice. He turns down the count out win for some reason. I don't understand that. As much as I wouldn't have been happy with 2 count out results in a row. that seems to have been the wrong decision there by Miz. And if Karrion Kross and Scarlett end up going through, end up winning this match, he's only got himself to blame. And Maurice will probably have some stern words for him. But right now, Maurice keeping up the control over the match, dominating Scarlett currently. Just stomping, well, not even stomping, just rubbing the sole of a boot into the face of Scarlett. Nasty stuff. Now that's stomping. Now she's going for that camel clutch again. Karrion Kross comes in, but what can he do? All he can do is stand and watch and encourage Scarlett, I guess. Maurice releases the hold. And now she says, Karrion, you want in the ring, do you? Okay. And tags in Miz. Oh, might have been a mistake though. Look at this. Pump handle. Up onto the shoulder. And down. Face first. And now goes for the pin. One. Now, Maurice can break up that pin. The women can hit the men in a mixed tag team match. It's just the other way around that results in a disqualification. And there's no situation where they can both be the legal... Oh my god. Big pump handle overhead suplex there by Karrion Kross. Yeah, there's no situation where there should be a man and a woman as the legal participants in the match at the same time. Right hand blocked by Kross. Throws one of his own. Sweeps the leg. Oh, going for an ankle lock. Okay. Miz kicks him right in the face. That'll get you off an ankle lock. And now Miz trips the leg, and he's going for a figure four. I did not expect to see a technical leg submission exchange between the men in this match. Oh, and Scarlett breaks up the submission with a double axe handle to the Miz. And Maurice, I think, was asking for the tag there, like, how dare you strike my man. And look at this. Maybe Scarlett will pay for it. DDT! And Maurice goes for the pin, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh my god, Scarlett kicked out and Maurice cannot believe it, as you can tell by her body language there. She is frustrated with that, to say the least. Now, kick to the midsection. I think she was going for another one of those DDTs, but Scarlett caught it and hits a... I'd say it's a short arm clothesline, but it's more of a short leg clothesline. Oh, ducks under the wild swing. Oh, atomic drop. Right on the coccyx. And then drags Maurice down by a hair. Scarlett can fight dirty with the best of them. And Maurice definitely comes from the era of hair pulling, so giving her a taste of her own. And then tags in her husband. Maurice out. Miz in. Left arm clothesline. Takes down Kross. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Ooh, Kross kicks out. DDT. Just like the one his wife does. Only I think his wife's one looked a little bit better. I accidentally clicked the the replay thing there, but hopefully I remember to edit that out. Oh, big backbreaker by Maurice. Now where's Maurice going? Looking to go up to the top rope. What's she got in mind? Scarlett stirring. Maurice seems to be waiting, stalking Scarlett. Big cross body block. Very nice by Maurice. I don't recall really seeing Maurice go to the top rope a whole lot in her career, but maybe she should have, because that was really nice and really successful as well. Oh, then the just shot punch into the face of Scarlett from the headlock position there. And throw Scarlett into the steps. Now Maurice maybe going to claim the count-out win. Throwing up the L, the loser sign at Scarlett. But yeah, maybe she's going to go for the count-out where her husband wouldn't. Referee's count to 6. No, Maurice now breaks the count. I think that's maybe 2 opportunities the Mizanins have had to win by count-out. The Miz's was a much more clear-cut one. Another very nasty-looking backbreaker there by Maurice. And Scarlett's in all kinds of trouble at the moment. Just being thrown around the ringside area at the whim of Maurice. But Scarlett's back up to her feet now. And she's going to try and take this one back into the ring. She's certainly not had the best of times fighting Maurice on the outside. So, yeah, wise of her to bring it back into the ring. Elbows by Maurice now. And there's the hair pulling I referred to earlier. Throws Scarlett by her hair. Is Scarlett's foot not under the bottom rope there, ref? Too? Oh, well, she made sure it was. And the referee sees it just in time. That was very close. Kick to the back by Marie. She's not going to let up just because Scarlett got her foot on the rope. Or, well, just under the rope. Oof, stomp. A double stomp. And now going for that camel clutch again. This is like the third time she's had Scarlett locked in it. And there's nothing Karrion Kross can do. And Scarlett submits. And the Mizanins still advance to the next round. Right, let's get into the next match, shall we? Okay, the third first round match. The Garganos versus the Belairs, the Fords, I don't know. It's Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano. Famously real life married couple. Oh, look at the strength of Bianca Belair. Against Bianca Belair and Montez Ford, who are also famously a married couple. And just like the Miz and Maryse, have or had, I'm not sure on either case, a reality show about their life as a couple. I'm not sure if either are still ongoing, but I know both have existed at some point. But yeah, Bianca, obviously, former multiple-time Women's World Champion. Montez Ford and Johnny Gargano, a lot more success in the tag team ranks than the singles ranks on the main roster so far. But Johnny Gargano, a former NXT champion, NXT North American champion, like NXT Grand Slam champion, basically. Candice LeRae, I believe, hasn't held any gold in WWE. I may be wrong. Maybe she had a run with the women's tag titles at some point that I'm forgetting. But of course, Bianca Belair, the current women's tag team champion, alongside Naomi or Jade Cargill, or both. I don't quite know how that's going to work when Jade returns. But big DDT by Tez to Johnny Gargano. Going after the arms of Johnny. And now going to tag back in Wifey. Here comes Bianca Belair, who dodges the clothesline attempt by Candice LeRae, but Candice fights her way back into this with the punch to the midsection and slams Bianca headfirst into a neutral corner turnbuckle. Oh no, gonna place Bianca in the tree of woe. You never want to be there. Oh, lifts her up. Backstabber. Wow, what a move by the Poison Pixie. Oh, a kick to the head from Bianca Belair, and then a big right as well. Now, abdominal stretch, going for the super old-school submission attempt here. But Candice LeRae, look at that. That's not an old-school counter. Up into the head scissors and take over. Very nice. Now, yeah, I was going to say scoops, but no, suplexes Belair. And I think she just tagged Johnny Gargano in the face. Seen a bit of that so far. In this video of just like tags happening to faces rather than hands. Nice move by Johnny Gargano on Montez Ford there though. Kick to the back. And a big right forearm by Johnny Gargano. And a kick to the back. And another one, really targeting the lower back of Montez Ford there, and then tags in Candice. I think another FOD slap. Do the tags ever work? Have I only just noticed a few of them, but they're all just like that? Or just have some been a bit weird and I've noticed them? Okay, off the ropes goes LeRae. Spine buster by Bianca Belair. And sends her off the ropes again. Goes underneath. Uh-oh. Thinking glam slam. And she got it. This could be it. Big win potentially for Bianca Belair and Montez Ford. And they got it. Great, strong victory by Belair and Ford. And they advance into the semi-finals. One more first round match to go. Let's get into it. Alright. Final first round match features one of the most established couples. Everyone knows about Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, and when you'd consider both members of the team's accolades, probably one of the highest accomplishing couples in this tournament, against one of the lesser established couples, but definitely a confirmed real-life couple. Only a month ago, these two were doing interviews as a couple about their relationship. Ludwig Kaiser and Tiffany Stratton, current WWE Women's Champion, of course. Oh, kick to the face by Rollins of Ludwig Kaiser. But yeah, when you think of like the combined accomplishments of teams, like there's some men in this tournament, like Triple H and The Undertaker, who have maybe achieved a little more than Seth Rollins, but he's very accomplished, obviously, in his own right. But when you add up the male and female accomplishments, there's not many women that have accomplished as much as Becky Lynch in this tournament. Maybe Bianca Belair, but you know, she's partnered with Montez Ford, who doesn't have the singles acumen that Seth Rollins has. I think Rollins and Lynch might be the most accomplished overall couple in this tournament, and therefore maybe the favourites, right? But the other team consists of Ludwig Kaiser, who's on a run of his career at the moment, been floating around that Intercontinental title scene recently, and more importantly, I would say, the current WWE Women's Champion, and someone whose star has grown, like, so fast within WWE, from, like, first wrestling lesson to WWE Champion, one of the shortest rises ever, I would say, in Tiffany Stratton. What's it been, like 2, maybe 3 years since she was signed? And she's currently the top dog on SmackDown. But she's not the top dog right now in the ring, because Becky Lynch is taking her to school and starting to work over those arms, which is a bad sign when you're fighting the man, because she loves to use that disarm her to get submission victories. So you don't want her weakening your arms throughout the match if you can at all help it. But of course, great strategy from Lynch, and she's going back to the arms as soon as she's got Tiffany Stratton back down. Oh! Kind of the Penta arm breaker right there. I forgot what he calls it. But he's been busting that out on Raw recently. Oh, nice power slam by Tiffany Stratton, though. Goes for the pin. 1. Oh, Lynch kicks out at 1. And now the men are tagged in, courtesy of Stratton tagging Kaiser. Rollins fires Kaiser off the ropes. Sling Blade! Rebound Sling Blade. Much harder to time than when you're running in yourself. And follows it up with a big neck breaker. And watching on now, Tiffy must be regretting making the tag. She was doing okay against Lynch. I mean, maybe she wants to get some respite to recover her arms a little bit. But yeah, Ludwig Kaiser's not having a good time in there against Seth freaking Rollins right now. Ooh, short arm clothesline though. And then just stomps, sort of scrapes the face of Rollins. And now tags back in to the WWE Women's Champion. Oh, John Woo style drop kick there by Stratton. Absolutely yeeted Becky Lynch. Of course, speaking of yeet, let's go to Jey Uso and then to his brother Jimmy Uso and mention one couple that are notable by their absence, which is Jimmy Uso and Naomi. Naomi actually not in this game. Oh, speaking of the disarm her, here it is. Becky Lynch got it locked in on Tiffany Stratton. Ludwig Kaiser can do nothing except encourage his partner, but she does manage to break free. But yeah, Naomi not actually on this game, so not actually an eligible team. Which surprises me that Naomi's return was so relatively recent that she didn't even qualify for this game. She'll obviously be on 2K25 when that drops. But yeah, like, really quickly she's sort of re-established herself and just feels like she's been there forever yet again. Back elbow out the corner by Rollins. And now sends Kaiser into his home corner. And now, once again, dragging Kaiser's eyes along that top rope. He's done that twice in this match now. Getting nasty in there. Right forearm by Rollins. He can get nasty with the best of them when he needs to. 1, 2. Kaiser kicks out at 2. And now Rollins going to go up top. Rollins can do it all. He can also fly when he needs to. Beautiful frog splash, but Kaiser out of the way. If anything, the frog splash was too good. He got too much hang time, and it gave Kaiser the opportunity to move. Kaiser flattens Rollins, and then having had a rough time, tags Tiffany on the FOD. Oh, and so does Becky Lynch. Good grief, right in the face with that flying forearm. But Tiffy right back up to her feet and takes down Becky. Uh-oh. Manhandle slam by Becky Lynch. Kaiser can't touch her. Oh, but Stratton kicks out. Lynch can't believe it. We've got yet another tag team wrestling chant from the crowd. A short-lived one, admittedly, but still, they're obviously enjoying this tournament. If you're enjoying this tournament, make sure you leave a like. Let me know in the comments what other sort of themed tournaments or matches or whatever you'd like to see on the channel. I'm always open to suggestions. Snap suplex by Tiffany Stratton. And Becky Lynch rolling to the outside for a bit of respite, or respite, depending on how you're supposed to say that word. But Tiffany followed her straight out and followed it up with a delayed vertical suplex. But Lynch escaped and slams Tiffy right into the ring post. Oh, these two, this is really breaking down now. These two really going at it. By the way, I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier in the video, in the intro or during the first couple of matches. But I do just want to point out, the semi-finals will be randomly drawn. So it's not going to be the winners of the first match against the winners of the second. Or it could be, but it's not guaranteed to be. I'll be randomly drawing the semi-finals once we've got all 4 participants confirmed. Tiffy Stratton sent into the ring post. And Becky Lynch opts not to get the count-out victory. Although Stratton might have got back just in time anyway. She tags out to Rollins, who hits Ludwig Kaiser with a sling blade. Follows it up with a neckbreaker once again. Nice combination by Rollins. What's Tiffany Stratton doing on that side of the ring? Has she switched alignments? Is this a thruple now? Oh my god, Seth Rollins went over the top. And I think kind of gooched Ludwig Kaiser in the face is how they made the contact there. But yeah, is Tiffany Stratton dumped Kaiser and joined the thruple? The man, the visionary, and the Barbie. Kaiser sent back into the ring at 6. Oh no, Tiffy's back in her home corner now, and in comes the women as Seth has tagged in Becky. Clothesline to Tiffany by Becky. Elbow drop, follow up by the man. This feels like it's Seth and Becky's to lose at this point. They definitely feel like they've been in control of the majority of the match, but you just can't ever count out the current WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. But Becky Lynch trying to counter out now with a 1, 2, and a 3. No. Tiffany kicks out. Now Lynch going to the outside. Pacing around. I think she's getting frustrated with not being able to put away the current champ. Headlock takeover, and now going back to work on the arm. If I can't pin you, I'm going to go back to the arms and I'm going to apply the disarm her. Although, she's decided to tag out and give Rollins an opportunity to deal with Kaiser. Both missed their step-up kicks there. Both men having the same thought at the same time. Rollins, kick to the midsection, off the ropes. Stomp! And that could be it. 1, 2, 3. Yes, indeed. Seth freaking Rollins and Becky Lynch round out the semi-final lineup. Now, let's just get straight into those semi-finals, shall we? Alright. Semi-final number 1. And it does just so happen to be the winners of match 1 and match 2 against each other, but I promise this was random. We've got Miz and Maurice taking on the team who had the easiest time of it in the first round, particularly The Undertaker. He hasn't actually set foot in a ring yet. And yet he's through into the semi-finals thanks to a very quick count-out victory that Michelle McCool got over Stephanie McMahon. So, will the fact that they're by far the best rested team in the semi-finals favour them in this match? Michelle McCool and Maurice, obviously both former Divas champions. I believe Michelle McCool's held the Divas title as well as the women's title, right? I'm pretty sure. She must have done at some point. It'd be weird if she hadn't, but I don't know for sure that she did. Anyway, Maurice sent into the Callaway corner and dropped down into a seated position with that big stiff forearm. And dragged out in nasty fashion by Michelle McCool. By the way, we've got Michelle McCool, double M, and Maurice Mazanin, double M, in the ring at the moment, which is fun. Whoa, look at the distance McCool covered with that elbow drop, but Maurice managed to still get out of the way. That was some crazy hops by Michelle McCool, though. Oh, the leg trip. Oh, and maybe, I don't know. Okay, no, never mind. I was about to say, maybe Michelle McCool's trying to do this whole tournament alone because Undertaker's technically retired, I guess. Like, so he can't get into the ring. But nope, Miz and Undertaker are in. I don't know if these two have ever really gone at it. But if they did, let me know. I'd love to go back and watch that. Oh, the referee just slapped the Undertaker. That's not a good move. Not a good move at all. But Miz winning the battle of the VODs at the moment. The Miz taking control over the Undertaker. Maybe this is why Michelle didn't tag Undertaker in the first round. Maybe she realised he'd be rubbish. Oh! Never mind. Good grief. Kicked him right in the face. But Miz rolled out, rolled back in, and took control. Oh, drops Undertaker face first onto the knee. A bit Triple H-esque there, if you ask me. Who Undertaker indirectly eliminated in the first round. But look at this. Oh, there's a reason why they call him the best pure striker in WWE. Or they did at a time. I'm not sure if he ever actually was, but, you know, he certainly threw some punches. And then Miz brought out of the corner unceremoniously. And now McCool tagged back in comes Maurice. Undertaker out, and Miz will be out once he recovers as well. Nice clothesline by Maurice there, though. Getting the upper hand for the Mizanins. Oh, and then stomps on the arm. Oh, she just slapped the Miz. And there's a Hurricane Rana from Miz again. He hit one on Karrion Kross in the first round. Now he's hit one on Undertaker in the semi-finals. Neck breaker. And much as you look at this as a bit of a mismatch, like, you know, the Miz is a multiple-time WWE champion, Grand Slam champion. Something the Undertaker isn't is a Grand Slam champion. He never won the Intercontinental title in his entire career. So Miz has something over Undertaker, but right now it's not looking good for the Miz, is it? Not looking good for him. Oh, reverses that whip though. Leaves Undertaker in his own corner and goes and tags in Maurice, whose hand I think was up for the tag that time. And maybe it's been up every time and it just blends in with the background, but to me it really looked like some of those tags were just FOD slaps. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker there by Michelle McCool to Maurice, very nice. But she follows Maurice out of the ring, and Maurice capitalizes on that advantage, rolls Michelle back in, and takes control of the match, at least temporarily. Oh, trying to take Michelle to a neutral corner, but McCool fights out of the grasp of Maurice, and a snap suplex. Oof, big right forearm. Sweeps the leg. Oh! Goes right after the leg. Michelle and Undertaker are not really known for their leg submission prowess, but still, if you can slow down your opponents, it's never a bad thing. And Maurice has been known to throw a nasty kick or two in her time. Anyway, enough about that. The men are back in the ring, except for the Undertaker, who's very much out of the ring right now. And Miz really feeling it right now. And you know what? Who can blame him? He just knocked the Undertaker out of the ring. Look at Maurice! Sending Undertaker back into the ring. That's bold. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. But it's working for them. Swinging neckbreaker variant from the Miz. And now going to go for the pin. 1, 2. Whoa, Undertaker kicks out at 2. I think no matter how much I try and talk up the Miz, we would have to consider it an upset if Miz and Maurice win this match. We would just have to, purely because of the mismatch with the Undertaker and the Miz. But that said, Maurice and Michelle McCool are a lot more closely matched, so if anything, the Mizanins should want to keep this match mostly between the women. Because, well, you know, I think the Miz probably agrees with me right now as he's being punched in the face, having been dropped on the apron and thrown into the steps as well. Like, he's probably on team let's get the women in the match again. Picked up. Oh, and thrown at the steps. My goodness. What game was it that had the really good, like, object interaction physics? Because that would have looked amazing on that game. It was like SmackDown vs. Raw 09 or something. Like, it was quite a while ago, and they just put, like, a weird amount of emphasis on the weapon physics. Now, Undertaker, having done quite a lot of damage to them, decides to tag out. We'll see if that's smart. Oh, maybe it is. Thinking pedigree? No. Oh! That's Ciampa's finisher. 1, 2, fairy tale ending, that's what it's called. But Maurice kicks out, and I think Undertaker's taken the fight to the Miz on the outside. Yeah, yes indeed he has. No, Miz counters the chokeslam into an arm drag. Michelle McCool, oh my god, Michelle McCool's thinking Faithbreaker here. And now rolls through Maurice. 1, 2... Oh! Maurice kicks out of the Faithbreaker. Excuse me. Ew. Oh, God, I can't commentate while I'm sneezing. Woo! Yeah, Michelle McCool summed up my reaction, but I wasn't able to commentate on it because I was sneezing. She was stunned that Maurice kicked out the Faithbreaker there. Now the tie up. Oh, the leg sweep. Yep. And going after the legs again of Maurice, trying to weaken that kicking game. Take out those educated feet, I guess. Now Michelle McCool going up top. I don't remember McCool doing this a whole lot in her career. Oh, and she misses a second elbow drop. This one a lot closer, but Maurice still managed to get out the way in time. And it's countered, and Michelle McCool hits the elbow, but in the corner instead of from the top. But Maurice catches the kick and takes the leg out from under Michelle McCool. Dragon screw leg grip. More damage to the legs of Maurice. Maybe there's an injury there that I don't know about, but Michelle McCool, having done her homework, does. Get it? Homework, because she used to be a school teacher. Going after the ankle again. Going after that same leg. Oh, that's not the leg. That's a knee drop right to the face. Oh, and one right into the chest. Third time's the charm, is it, Michelle? Let's find out. Oh, she's not going for the elbow drop because Maurice has started to stir, so Michelle's going to wait for her moment. Cross body block, just like she hit in the first round. 1. Was that her? Someone hit a very nice cross body in the first round. Might have been Maurice, actually, instead of Michelle. But only gets a 2 count. Oh, whatever that noise was. Oh, Maurice in the wrong part of town right now. And trying to fight her way out of it with a big up kick into the midsection. Oh, but McCool's been in control of this part of the match for quite a while now. Uh-oh, she's thinking Faithbreaker again. And she got her. Surely she can't kick out of another. Miz coming in, but what can he do? Nothing, he can just stand and watch. Maurice kicked out. Maybe Miz's moral support was enough. That's 2 Faithbreakers that Maurice has kicked out of. That's crazy. Tag team wrestling chant goes up. And Michelle McCool, clearly flustered by Maurice's toughness, tags out. And Undertaker Miz are in. Uh-oh. Kick to the midsection. Got him up. Is he thinking last ride? He is! And there's no Maurice to save the Miz, still recovering from the Faithbreaker. He kicks out of the last ride. What are the Mizanins made of? Like, they are kicking out of everything in this match. This is crazy. Like, what's it going to take to get the Undertaker and Michelle McCool through into the final? Oh, there's the running knee, the Psycho knee from the Miz to the Undertaker, and suddenly Taker's in a lot of trouble. Slowly getting to his feet, Miz waiting for his opportunity. Skull crushing finale. Goes for the pin. Oh, and Michelle McCool's there to break it up. And quickly scurries out of the ring after doing so. But Miz still in control now. I'm going to tag in Maurice, which I'm not sure how wise that is. Maurice took a beating not that long ago. But Michelle McCool begging off Maurice. And there's a big kick to the face. Michelle McCool terrified of Maurice's toughness, clearly. Oh, but Michelle McCool kicks out at 2. Now, Miz has gone after Undertaker on the outside. I don't know how smart that is. I also don't know how it's working out for him because we can't see them. Oof. Forearm by McCool. Hits Maurice. Sends her to the outside. I can't see the Undertaker, and Miz is on his feet, so I assume it's going well for Miz on the outside. But now, McCool and Maurice out there as well. Maurice catches the kick. Left forearm. And she's going to take this fight. No, I was going to say back into the ring, but bounces Michelle McCool's head off the apron. And now sends her back into the ring. There's still some sort of fight going on between the men just off camera that we can't see. Oh, disrespectful slap to the back of their head. But Maurice is really inside Michelle McCool's head at the moment and goes for the pin off the shoulder tackle. 1, 2. Yeah, I was going to say, surely Maurice can't pin off a shoulder tackle and Michelle McCool can't get the win off 2 faith breakers. Oh, and both men back in their respective corners now. There's Maurice beating Michelle McCool in the corner. This has been all Maurice since the women tagged back in. And Michelle McCool got overwhelmed, honestly, by the toughness of Maurice, clearly. Oh, now McCool coming back into this. Face first, she slams Maurice there. And now, yeah, she's going to tag out. And honestly, wisely so, based on how that last portion of the match went. Miz and Taker meet in the middle of the ring. Oh, Undertaker's got the arm of Miz. Hoists him up just by the arm. Lots of pressure on all the joints of Miz's arm there. And then drops him back down to earth. Miz having to use the corner to get back up. Oh, just a straight right and a second. Miz gets out of the way before he can take any more of those. But Undertaker not letting up. He was going for a chokeslam then, it looked like. But Miz blocked it into a swinging neckbreaker variant again. And now going for the pin. 1, 2. Taker kicks out. This has been a hell of a semi-final. This has probably been the best match of the video so far in terms of like just entertainment quality of the wrestling. Undertaker really going to town on the Miz now. Got him up. Hits the chokeslam. I've no idea where Maurice is. I think... Oh, there she is. She's just getting up on the outside. And she can't get there in time to save her husband. And Undertaker and Michelle McCool advance to the final. But who will they fight in the final? Well, let's go find out, shall we? Alright, second semi-final. And we're starting with Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch in the ring. These two very familiar with each other. Lots of history between these two, exchanging Women's World Championships back and forth. Multiple pay-per-view / premium live event matches against each other. Both of these women have main evented WrestleMania, which is a very small elite club. At the moment. Hopefully it'll grow as a club. But yeah, at the moment, just the 5 women in that club, and 2 of them are in this match. But the men are illegal now, and Seth Rollins taking his fight to Montez Ford. In fact, poor Montez Ford, the only person in this match not to have main evented WrestleMania. Oh, good counter by Becky as the women come back in. And a good counter by Bianca. Back and forth they go. Oh, runs through Lynch though, does Belair there. Now hoists her up, deadlift, and into a gut-wrench powerbomb. Incredible strength by the EST, one of the ESTs that she claims to be. And she's got a good claim here, is the strong est. But Becky Lynch, look at this. Hammerlock snap suplex. Really going to work on the arms early now. Looking to maybe submit Bianca with the disarm her at some point later in this match. She knows how tough Bianca Belair is and that you have to work those arms. You're not just going to slap on a disarm her and make her submit. Oh, big right hand by Bianca Belair in the corner. Takes Becky down. And now just drags her out the corner. Look at the ease with which she carries around Becky Lynch. Backbreaker, hoists her back up. And a second pendulum backbreaker. And now goes for the pin. 1. Oh, Lynch kicks out. Now Belair sends Lynch into her home corner. Bianca's, that is. And kicks the rope into her knee, trying to damage the the knee there. Take away the base of Becky Lynch. Oh, look at the strength of Bianca Belair. Oh, no. She's squatting a whole woman. That's crazy. And drops her down. And goes for the pin. 1. Just a 1. Now, Becky Lynch isn't the largest woman in the world. She's also not the smallest, though. She's... Oh, hang on. I was going to talk about that amazing feat of strength, but never mind. Becky Lynch has just recovered to put Bianca Belair in the disarm her, but Bianca escapes and shoves Lynch away. Yeah, Becky's not tiny. She's not huge either, but still, that display of strength. Manhandle slam. This is how she won the women's title off Bianca on her return at SummerSlam in whichever year that was. 2. Oh, and Belair kicks out. It was like 26 seconds, that match or something, right? But yeah, I was going to say, bear in mind, Becky Lynch is a pro wrestler. She works out. She's got lots of muscle. She will weigh more than the average woman who looks like her build, because she will have a lot of muscle mass, because you need it. You need strength to be a pro wrestler. So while she may not like be huge and ripped like a Bianca or like a Rhea Ripley, there's going to be a lot of extra muscle mass in Becky that there's not in your average woman. So yeah, I don't know what Becky weighs, because they don't tend to give weights for the women wrestlers, but I imagine it's more than she looks like, if that makes sense, for that reason. Anyway, enough about Bianca being super strong and Becky being literally made of lead or something. That was a very impressive springboard DDT by Montez Ford, and now tags out to the wife, who takes down the other wife. Look at that. Lovely spear / single leg takedown by Bianca Belair. Went for a running frog splash, and Lynch got the knees up. And a running shotgun drop kick. And goes straight into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Belair kicks out. Becky can't believe it. But I think deep down she knows it's going to take more than that. She's just kicked out of a manhandle slam. She's probably going to kick out of a drop kick. Leg drop by Lynch. Oh, the twisting leg drop, but Belair gets out the way of the second one, runs for the big boot, and then Becky, who dodged it, drops her with the right forearm and tags out. Now Rollins in. Running, jumping neck breaker to Montez Ford. Now sends him off the ropes. Drop kick. Oh, went for the knee drop, but Tez got out the way. Kick to the midsection. Oh, just a shot across the back there. And a neck breaker. And going for a pin is Montez Ford. This will be a big scalp for him personally, as well as advancing to the final of this tournament. Oh, right in the mush that looked like, that kick. And he tags out to Bianca Belair, who spears Becky. That one was a proper spear. Becky taken down, but fighting back immediately. The toughness of the man. Uh-oh. Bexploder. Sends Bianca right into the wrong part of town there, right in front of Seth Rollins. And again, she dodges the leg drop. Kick to the midsection. Pump handle. No. Becky over the top into a crossbody. Great counter, shifting the weight to counter Bianca Belair. Sends her into the home corner, the Lopez corner. But Bianca fights her way out of it. Drops down. Up and over. And a shoulder tackle runs through Becky Lynch. Uh-oh. Thinking glam slam. Becky thinking no thank you. And gets out of it with a nice arm drag counter. And another Bexploder suplex. Now going to go for the pin. Will this be enough? 1, 2. Whoa, Belair kicks out again. And look at Lynch shaking her head in disbelief. Yeah, she thought of going back after Bianca, but instead tagged out. I think veteran instincts realizing that she was feeling far too frustrated to have an efficient fighting style against Bianca Belair, like, you know, to be productive in this battle. So she tags in Seth freaking Rollins. It's a lovely dropkick yet again. And now look at this. Kicks to the face of Ford. Good grief. And hoists him up. Oh, ripcord knee. We've seen Seth Rollins win matches with that before. Not even going for the pin here. Instead, sends Ford into his own corner. As in, Rollins' own corner, not Ford's. Snapmare takeover by Ford. And a dropkick to the side of the head. Oh, but Rollins sweeps the leg, and Ford escapes. And Rollins goes out after him, and Montez Ford going to capitalise with a belly-to-back suplex. Very nicely done by one half of the Street Profits. Oh, and sends him into that ring post. But Rollins up-kicks Montez Ford. Oh, who then up-knees Seth Rollins. And then hits a lovely flying back elbow, I think. Might have even been like a leg clothesline. I'm not even sure what part of Tez hit Seth then. But he definitely hit him. And he sends Seth off to the corner of the ringside area. Oh, disrespectful from Montez Ford. Referee's count up till 8. And Seth's back in the ring. Tez hits him with the elbows to the midsection. Oh, ran in but didn't capitalise, and a variant on the DDT there by Seth Rollins. Only a 1 count. Look at Montez Ford. Staying in this one, well and truly. Oh, Irish whip reversed. Back elbow by Seth. Snap suplex. Now, what's Rollins got in mind for Ford here? Dragging him into position for something. Oh, well, Ford started moving, so Seth said, no, I didn't want you to move, so he kicked him right in the face a few times again. And there's another ripcord knee. I don't know what Seth has got in mind for Montez Ford here, but he's got something in mind. He keeps trying to reposition him in the exact same place. And Ford, realising the danger of a Seth Rollins with a plan, keeps trying to get up and keeps getting taken back down. Rollins really taking out Ford here. Oh my god, over the top with the front flip. Tope con hilo. No. Seth singing pedigree on the outside. My goodness. Montez Ford is not having a good time currently, being the legal man in this match with Seth Rollins. Seth not even really trying to win. I wonder if there's some personal animosity we don't know about between these two. Because, like, Seth's had multiple opportunities to try and pin Montez Ford, like the ripcord knee, and he just hasn't. Oh, front flip neck breaker by Montez Ford. Referee's count is up to 8. It's up to 9. Tez is back in the ring. He gets the 10 and then throws himself at the floor for some reason. But Montez Ford just got Seth Rollins counted out, and Bianca and Tez are in the final. Let's get into it, shall we? Okay, here we go. The final, Bianca Belair and Montez Ford versus Michelle McCool and The Undertaker. Probably not the final I would have guessed had you shown me the 8 teams involved and said who's going to be the final. But I think it's a very interesting final. Look at the strength of Bianca Belair. No, Michelle McCool gets out. Sunset flip. Rolls her up. 1. No. Bianca reverses the pin. 1. This could be a short one. No. Michelle McCool kicks out. Yeah, it's an interesting one because I would say I don't think it's too disrespectful to any of the parties involved to say, oh, nice dodge of the standing moonsault there, that the women are slightly mismatched. I would expect Bianca Belair to beat Michelle McCool one-on-one most of the time. And the men are mismatched. I would expect The Undertaker to beat Montez Ford one-on-one most of the time. But if you notice, those mismatches are in opposite directions. Like, one favours Bianca and Montez, and one favours McCool and Undertaker. So this will be really interesting. Michelle McCool tags in Undertaker. Oh, and yeah, true to form, gets the first shot in on Tez. Going by the throat here, but not going choke slam. Instead, just what a gut punch. Hits him with a body blow so hard it took his entire lower body out from under him. Off the ropes, leg drop. And an elbow drop for good measure. Now Undertaker really dominating Montez Ford in these early moments in this match since the men tagged in. But Tez hasn't had an offensive move yet, I don't believe. And yet, despite that, Undertaker electing to tag back out. He's sent his message. Oh! And there's a message for you. A spear to Michelle McCool from Bianca Belair. Uh-oh, is Undertaker's going out after Montez Ford doing more damage as Bianca Belair hits a spectacular fall-away slam on Michelle McCool. then clubs her down to the mat. McCool on the outside. Oh, but as Bianca was thinking of going over the top at McCool, McCool got back in the ring, and Bianca saw that counter coming and stays on top. And so far, what I said is coming true, right? Undertaker's dominating Montez Ford, and Bianca Belair's dominating Michelle McCool. Oh, the knees up on the standing shooting star might change that, though. Great counter by McCool, and then takes Belair down by the hair, by the braid. Got her by the leg. Oh, step up enziguri by Belair. Great counter to regain control of this match. Off the ropes, and again McCool. Anytime Belair leaves her feet to try and hit something slightly athletic, McCool's getting those knees up. There it is again. Belair, you're going to have to stick with your strength game. It's more than good enough to win this match. But the high-flying stuff isn't working for her in this one. McCool's got that scouted. I don't know how you really scout Belair's strength. But you can scout the athleticism for sure. Oh, great flying back elbow by Montez Ford there as the men come in. But Undertaker fights back immediately. Uh-oh. He's got Ford in a bit of trouble here, thinking old school. Ford thinking, no thank you. And now Montez Ford sends Undertaker into a neutral corner. No, a neutral corner, not mutual. And goes for the pin off the scoop slam. If you pin Undertaker off scoop slam to finish this video, I'll be shocked and a bit mad. Only got a 1 count and Undertaker fighting back now. Dropping Ford with that right. Now sends Ford into the Callaway corner. Now doing something to his arm. I think it clipped through the rope, so it didn't look quite right, but I think it was wrapping the arm around the top rope. Trying to damage the joint, damage the elbow joint. Ford reverses. What's he got in mind here? Roly-poly, and a splash. And now goes for the pin. 1. Oh my god, Michelle McCool came in like a bullet. I think she flew into breaking up that pin. Only got a 1 because of how quick off the mark Michelle McCool was. But Montez Ford maintains control of the match for the time being. Undertaker rolls to the outside. Undertaker got in his face very briefly there, but Undertaker got back in the ring. And Montez Ford maintains control, at least for the time being. Oh, may have just inadvertently knocked his wife off the apron. She's not impressed. She's not impressed. Oh no, she is. She's clapping now. She realizes it was an accident. And he drags Undertaker out of the corner. Now he's thinking, yeah, I'm going up top. This is the big advantage Montez Ford has in a battle with Undertaker. Big frog splash, going for the pin. 1, 2. Undertaker kicks out at 2. Tez tags in Bianca. He had Undertaker in trouble though. It's not often you get that opportunity, but Bianca maintains control for their team by taking McCool down with a clothesline and now just stomping away at her. Finally hits an athletic, high-flying type move with the standing moonsault, and now going to try and follow up with an attack on from the top rope. Big splash, and Montez Ford's got Undertaker in all kinds of trouble on the outside. Look at that sleeper neckbreaker. Off the ropes goes Belair. Big running frog splash. Oh, and now just deadlifts McCool up. Incredible strength by Belair and a running power slam. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and wow, Undertaker just got sent into the steps on the outside. Montez Ford is really taking this fight to the Undertaker at the moment on the outside. Meanwhile, in the ring, his wife, Bianca Belair, has the upper hand on Undertaker's wife, Michelle McCool. Standing shooting star. 1, 2, 3. And Bianca Belair and Montez Ford are the best real-life couple on WWE 2K24 officially. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that analogy, with that result. Or if not, who do you think it should have been? But the results speak for themselves. They won fair and square. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new here. I do lots of stuff like this. Like I say, leave suggestions if there's something in particular you'd like to see as well. And I'll get right on that. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been EBEZA. You've been amazing. And I'll see you next time.